welcome back to Digimon World 3, where Junior is continuing his adventure in the world of Digimon Online, and the world in which Digimon Online, the virtual world, exist in, although we have only seen a single street corner of that world. And Junior has not left VR the entire time. He's getting all sweaty and gross. He hasn't eaten. He hasn't seen his family. But Junior doesn't care. That's the way Junior likes to game. Endlessly. And he has the excuse that he's currently trapped. Well, here we are in what appears very much to be... what was this before? It was called Suzaku City, right? But now we're calling it Zu Quei City. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the background, the only difference is the colors. It's like a palette swap. I do like the colors. They're very they're almost like a vaporwave aesthetic, or even like a... I can't remember what that aesthetic is. The one that they would use rasterized 3D graphics. They would use it for old drum and bass music. That's a very specific thing. So I guess it doesn't make sense to say, "Hey, remember this?" Because not even people who grew up during that time really probably. Okay, well, I guess we're exploring this city, and we don't need to heal. We have plenty of MP. Probably we need to go to here. And everybody is still an Oinkmon. Would we say that they are Oinkmons or Oinkmen? I don't really like either of those. Ah, look who it is. Somebody important. Important. I was realizing as I listened back to my recordings, there's some words where I feel like, oh, there's a T in it. I have to pronounce the T because that's professional. But actually, sometimes the T's aren't stressed. They're just like a glottal stop. So it's really important, not important. Although I'm sure you wouldn't get criticized for saying it either way, but it sounds more natural to use the unstressed form sometimes, or mostly. Huh? Who are you? Only the members of the AOA clan can enter here. Zu Quei Chief, where's the Digi-egg of Knowledge? Ha ha ha, so you're responsible for the Asuka server. But no matter how hard you try, it's too late. What? What do you mean by that? Ha ha ha, I'll tell you. We succeeded in taking the undersea base, Magasta. And now we are launching the mobile fort Juggernaut. Now the world will bow down to the AOA. Yeah, right. I'm not going to let you. I'll stop the launch of the Juggernaut. Ha ha ha. Go ahead and try. That's if you can get by me first. Well, he's got a sword. He doesn't even need his Digimon. He can just slice us. He could just slice Junior's head off. Don't weapons exist? Well, what exists in the world of Digimon World Online, because it's all data, right? At the end of the day, it's just a game. The code can be rewritten. Digimon could even be taken out of the game. It could just be rewritten, and you could, I don't know, turn all the users, like, take over their minds, right? That's the danger with Full Dive VR. What protections are there? Anyway, we're up against a giant tree, and disappointingly, we're probably just gonna use Blade Twister, our old standby. Scorpiomon, that's a new one. Last but not least, Sneemon. Ouch. Oh, wow, that was devastating to him. Goodbye, Sneemon. Oh, not yet. One last hit. Okay. Oh, Kodemon, still only level 37. Very far away from our final form. Yeah, I won against Zooquay Chief. Huh? There's something on the ground again. Yeah, I got the red ID pass. But where's the Digi-egg of Knowledge? I've got to find it fast to stop the Juggernaut. Perhaps we need to go through a little passage here, which takes us to Submerimon. This game doesn't have fast travel, it has slow travel. Actually, I guess Submerimon, you actually do use it to cross gaps that are not possible to cross via other means. So it's not even really slow travel. It's pretty much just a different way to get to where to traverse. And there's really only one way. Here we are. That didn't make any sense. Zooquay Yuji Lake. Another nice ambience. Tinkling of ice shards. The whistling wind. There's some drops on the water there. I think a few little droplet sound effects would be nice, but can't make the loop too long. This is PS1 era. Can we get by with just attacks? It's cutting it close. We probably should have rested up before doing this. Gained Chaos Wave. Interesting. Unfortunate how the menu works. We don't know which of these sub-menus that's in. But I can guess it's an item. Okay, sometimes even confuses an ally. In addition to what? Yeah, I got an evil fang. I'm not even gonna bother looking at items anymore. They're so useless. Hey, what do we have here? Yeah, I got the Digi-egg of Knowledge. Now I can summon Digimon. Okay, let's go back to Asuka's server and go to North Sector. Oh boy, you know what that means. That means we have to go all the way back. And really sucks to be you if you don't happen to get lucky and guess where the game wants you to go next. Or the specific NPC you need to talk to. So we need to get to the bug maze. Guess. Wasn't it through here? These battles are taking so long. I don't quite remember how to get to the bug maze. No. Oh, now I remember. So, I think I may have gone the wrong direction. We went back to the Forest Inn. We went through the Forest Inn. That's where we first got here. Yeah, so we have to go all the way. I have been going the wrong direction, unfortunately. Oh well, what's a few more random battles? I can tell you what it is. It's a pain in the ass. Oh wait, I wasn't going the wrong way. There's a route from Zooquay City to Phoenix Bay. Oh. Well, that's on me for not having a perfect memory of how the world of Digimon Online is connected. So, there must be a platform. Where was it? Or it was outside. Oh, it was just outside, I think. Oh, it must have been here. I wish I could press up and then get to the top of the bottom of the move list, but no, you can't have nice things. Here we go. Now from here... From here we should be able to get to the Forest Inn. Very tanky, that one. Here we are. Forest Inn. There should be a shortcut now. There was a way to drop down the path. Excellent. It'll suck when we have to go back, but at least we can go this way. Now where do we go? Apparently, I'm not sure exactly how we're supposed to know this. We need to get to Plug Cape. Wow, that encounter rate is painful. we have to pay our respects at the shrine. Although, considering this is Junior, he would rather blow up the shrine without a second thought. If it's in the way of his objective, he'll destroy any sort of landmark or icon. So, Plug Cape. Where was that? There's South Cape. Bay. Well, if it's a cape, we know that means it's on the shore, right? There. Oh, it's all the way over there. Well, we possibly discovered a shortcut. If it's the same, if the world is built the same way, then we should be able to get from Suzaku City up to somewhere around there. So we'll give that a try. I admit that sometimes in this playthrough I've probably not taken the shortest path because I don't have a clear idea of how all of the Submerimon paths connect. It's not really represented on the map. You just have to know. Like a real adventure. But also it's just kind of annoying. I don't want to have to I don't really want to have like a little pen and paper. Well, what I guess you kind of would need it with this game if you weren't using a guide. But it's okay. It honestly doesn't take that long in the grand scheme of things to walk, especially if you can fast forward. But it is really nice if you know the shortcut. Quick water break. This game does not give you many opportunities for breaks. Just constant input. There's no huge cutscenes like there was in Death Stranding that I played earlier. Now that we're at Plug Cape, where to? Probably we have to go up because I don't remember going there in the past. Ah, so the new egg lets us go through holes. That's cool. And it also shows us the importance of knowing all the shortcuts in the game. Because it could have saved a little bit of time if I was better on the Submerimon shortcuts, and now it looks like this might be a whole nother fast travel method. So maybe the traveling in the game will get less tedious, but we'll have to see. This exit is to Asuka's Plug Cape. Hey! They actually tell us where the exits lead. That's nice. So we can break blocks if we want. Do we have random encounters? This tunnel is only connected to Asuka's server. If you go north, you'll reach North Sector. Okay, let's do that. So they have some little helpful reminders of how to get around, which is really nice. I guess all that wandering around earlier in the game and trying to use Submarimon was to make us really appreciate having a better fast travel method. Go north to Asuka's North Sector. That's where we wanted to go. We haven't been there yet. I wonder what that looks like on the map. Oh, that's a strong one. Oh, and we are confused. Unfortunate. Can we do nothing when we're confused? Okay. Oh, no, we're dead. Tell you what. Let's not let that happen again. That's a real troll. Because what were we supposed to do if we get hit with confuse? How do we break out of confusion? Well, we better take these enemies very seriously. Or Rareimon, or Raremon. Yeah, these hit hard, and they also take a normal attack. Does just barely scratches them, so. Boot Mountain, North Sector. Our first North Sector area. Finally, we get to see what it looks like. How the map has been working is the sector doesn't really appear until you actually get there. I think that's how it's been working. So I guess North Sector is this whole thing. Possibly this island over here, or mountain, whatever that is. Boot Mountain. This better not be a card battle. Okay, I'm not gonna challenge her. Can we go back to regular attacks yet? Somewhat. We really could do with some more XP. It's just such slow going. Oh, Kulon Mine. Not where we want to go. We want to go to Snow Mountain. Needle gloves. Could that be useful? What do we think? What's the rule? What's the rule in this game about whether things that you get from chests are worth using and worth the time you spent to get them? What's the rule? We can't even equip Needle Glove to this Digimon. So no, it wasn't worth it. Snow Mountain. No music. Just the harsh, the bitter breeze, the biting chill, and some festive Christmas trees. Ah, Mojimon. I remember this one fondly. In Digimon World 1, there was a group of 3 Mojimons out in a cold area, and you could bring them. Wow, 3,000 bits. That's the biggest sum we've gotten. And they would trade items. You could give them an item and they'd give you another item. Now, there was a funny economical exploit where you could, if you put enough time in, you could get basically infinite money. You would go and fish at a certain area and it would get you this certain type of fish. Then you could take that over to the Mojimon and exchange the fish for an item, and the item that you would get was very high priced. So the annoying thing is you couldn't exchange in bulk. You could only carry 99 of the item, and you had to talk to Mojimon 99 times. But if you could put up with that grind, which didn't take too long, you could amass a huge amount of money. And then there's items in Digimon World 1 that permanently raise your stats. So you see where this is going. Then you get those items and you permanently raise your stats. And the game becomes rather easy. Freeze Mountain. Supposedly, there's an inn. Aha. I can tell you are my hero. Oh? Does that mean you want to battle? No. No. We don't do card battle. Card battle, I've had just about enough of card battling. For now. Especially when, now we have card battles, but we don't have access to Divermon to open all of our card packs. Let's go on to Freeze Mountain. Oh, what's this? Shamshir. Oh, is this useful? What's the rule? What's the rule? It's useless. Aw. We're still proven right. But how do we get back up to where we were? Rather inconveniently, we have to go around, I guess. Wow, a level up. A base level up for once. Digimon. Don't think we've seen them yet. I think I have made a mistake. Oh, I'm all turned around. Is there a way through here? No. Very cozy. Although the fire isn't lit. I guess I went the wrong way. What a roundabout way of getting here. I guess I have to leave the area. That is just ridiculous. What's the point of that? They claim it's stimulating, challenging young brains to learn to navigate, which it has merit to it. I remember reading studies. Who knows how valid they were if they held up in the face of peer review. But I remember reading studies where they had players play games, open world games, and some players played games where there was a built-in navigation / GPS feature that would tell you how to get to where you wanted to go. And other players would play games where there wasn't that feature. You had to navigate yourself. And I believe they found that there was an increase in brain mass in a certain region of the brain relating to navigation. I'm not sure where. Or it was possibly there was like a shrinkage in that area for the group that had the game navigate for them. And that was interesting. I don't put much weight into those sorts of things because, you know, there's all sorts of issues you run into with just blindly trusting research without being an expert and knowing how to really interpret it and put it in context. But it's interesting, and it reminds you that games can be a mentally challenging activity in the way that some people use things like Sudoku or crossword puzzles, and there's definitely been benefits associated with doing those, especially as you age, to stimulating your brain and challenging yourself. So for however much crap I've given this game for, you know, having all this wandering around, I have to say, and I know I don't normally, most of the games I've played don't really have navigation like this. Not that there aren't modern games that have this more open navigation with, you know, finding your own way. But most of the games I played don't have this element. And clearly, I struggle a little bit with it. I don't really usually like adventure games, and this is one of the reasons. And when I'm out driving, I use Google Maps or whatever. I don't have to solve that problem anymore. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. And there's something to be said for challenging your brain in a game. Sometimes, though, I play a game just to have fun, and I don't necessarily want to be really challenged. Now where do we go? We want to reach the next area. A lot of dead ends going into holes. Might as well get this. Oh, it's a shield, so we already know it's useless by default. Wow. Getting low. Really cut it close there. And wow, does this game punish you for navigation mistakes? There's an incentive to navigate. It's an annoying incentive. I don't really find the challenge that fun, but I can't deny that it's stimulating my brain. It's better than just zoning out and watching something. Well, it depends what you're watching, really, but watching things is generally less active. I guess we have to drop down here. That's why I was scared. I'm always scared to drop down because that's a one-way path. Is this Battlegate? Battlegate. Is there battling at Battlegate? I don't know. But what I do know is let's push on a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty good. That's cool. It's cool when they have... This is a thing common with the area design in Digimon World 3, or in Digimon World in general, is a mixture of natural and technological elements. And it's cool. It's jarring, but it's stylish and cool, and you know, doesn't get old until, of course, you go through the same area a million times. I wish that door animated opening and closing. I think that would be cool, but here we are. Fort City. The AOA isn't here. We can relax. What is for sale? Show me your wares. Oh, exciting. Expensive. So expensive. But we have quite a pile of cash we're sitting on. And that's a two-handed sword. Don't be tempted. So that'll be 2 shine blades for Kodemon. We can afford everything. What are we allowed to equip? Kulon helmets. Nice to finally have an upgrade of our equipment. That's much appreciated. An inn. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. We made it to Genbu City via the Battlegate. We're back in Asuka server. We ventured a little bit into Amaterasu server, but we got here. We learned, we reflected, and we learned maybe to appreciate the navigational challenges in this game for how they stimulate our brain. And as much as they may not be the most fun, they do challenge us, and we can be thankful for that. So with that, we'll see you next time on Digimon World 3. Goodbye.